And here we are, and my name is Roy Doyle, and this is a www.arkansasshowcaseradio.org show. And today we're going to be talking with Mr. Greg Hanks. He's one of the people in charge of the Arkansas Comic-Con that's coming up. This is going to be great. This is the 7th and 8th of next month, so this is going to be really awesome. I mean, if you haven't been to one, make sure that you get your tickets and get down there because it's going to be packed. He said every space is almost packed out down there. So anyway, I'm going to give him a call here in just a second, and we'll get all the details from Greg. And you guys need to stay tuned because this is going to be something pretty special. So I'm really pumped. I'm not going to wear a costume or anything, but I'm pretty pumped. Anyway, Arkansas Showcase, one of our podcast interviews. And stay tuned. And I'm going to call Greg right now. I'm dialing.
Hello?
Hey, Greg. What's up, man?
Hey, good. I'm good. How you doing?
Well, I'm doing good. So, I've been telling people a little bit ahead of time about how excited I am about this Comic-Con that's coming up. And but we're going to get all the facts and figures from you, Mr. Man.
Okay.
So go ahead and start it off. What is the main concept of Comic-Con? If nobody actually has been under a rock and never heard of one.
Well, basically, it's just a place where you can go to celebrate fandoms ranging from comic books, of course, to pop culture, wrestling, anime, video games, pretty much all the stuff that we think is fun. It's somewhere to meet the people that do the voices or are starring in those things, or the people who draw the comic books we all love. It's just, it's a fun place for, families to come and just have fun.
And so, like you just said, it's a family affair. It's just not, like teenagers or anything. Even adults get into this.
Oh, yeah, definitely. When we put our guest list together, we try to run the gamut of age groups and, the things that people might find interesting. With a name like Arkansas Comic-Con, a lot of people, just assume that it's comic books or, strictly for that. But Comic-Con's one of those things that's like become a bigger word for, just an overall event that, it covers everything. And, for most of us, like for me, I grew up reading comic books, and a lot of the stuff that I'm into now is, spurred off of comic books. Most of the movies nowadays come from comic books, and, if you look at the top 10 box office, a lot of it is, properties that are comic book based. So, yes, Comic-Cons are about comic books, and we do have some artists there that drew comics, but it's a lot more now. It's become bigger, just like the entire industry has. When I was a kid, there wasn't a ton of people that were into this stuff, and now it seems like it's everywhere, and I think it's awesome.
Now, when people come there and they've never been there before, what do they expect from get-go when you walk into the door?
Well, the first thing is it's gonna be a big line because there are a lot of people. But once you get in the door, you're gonna see a huge room full of vendors selling everything from comic books to T-shirts to, handmade items. There's, local artists are there selling their artwork. There's, a lot of times we get people that are putting out their own independent comic books. Of course, the celebrities will be there, meeting the fans and signing autographs. There's an area for video gaming and board gaming. There's a costume contest on Saturday. We try to have enough events to keep people there all day. There's panels. The majority of the guests will do a panel talking about their careers and taking questions and just talking to people and giving people a chance to ask some questions. But I described it once as like a geeky flea market, but I don't know if that's exactly accurate, but that was the thing I thought of, and it's kind of stuck with me for good or bad. But I just think of it as it's a place under one roof where you can meet some of your favorite actors and actresses and meet some of the people that you admire for what they do. And, I always play up the family aspect of it because, I'm a dad and I want to put on an event that my kids would want to go to. And, that's the selfish goal for me is to put on something that my children are excited about and, brag to their friends about.
Now, we've been to several across the country. Now, the ones that we've been to, there's people there like dads and stuff like that. That was what freaked me out. And they'd be having their kids, but the dads were dressed up in costume.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Are you going to dress up in costume?
Families that dress up, and do family cosplay. There's a lot of stuff that you can get the whole family to do, like the Incredibles and
that's pretty cool.
Fantastic Four. I've seen all kinds of family cosplay. It's really cool.
Do you dress up, Greg, when you go?
Not anymore because of what I'm like having to put on the show. I can't really see when I dress up in the cosplay I wear, but I've done it at shows, and it's a lot of fun because you get to become a different person. And, it's fun to have people want to stop you and take pictures because of what you're wearing.
Now, if people want to get tickets in advance, how do they do that, Greg?
Our website, arkansascomiccon.com, the main page has a link that'll take you to Eventbrite, and you can buy your tickets there, and it'll send you an email with a ticket, basically a proof of purchase that has a code on it. And you can either print that out or you can bring it on your phone and we can scan it. And once we do that, we'll swap that out for a wristband and that'll get you in for whatever days or the weekends you purchase.
Okay, and the times that the shows are going to be put on?
Saturday, the hours are 10 to 6, and on Sunday it's 11 to 5.
How many people do you think you're expecting?
Well, 10,000 or so is what we kind of our goal.
Holy crap.
But that's throughout the weekend, it's a 2-day event, so we've some of our other shows in other streets and cities, that's kind of the benchmark for the Comic-Cons is 10,000 people, and it's, it's not as big as some of the other shows around, but, we like the size of it because we can still be personable and people still have time to, talk to the people and not get, overwhelmed with, because I'm not a big crowd guy. I kind of have to walk around the floor kind of with, blinders on, because if I notice the immensity of the crowd, it overwhelms me a little, but, it's neat to see so many people in one place that are there because they like something so much,
Now let me ask you something. You was talking about meeting celebrities. Go ahead and name drop some of the celebrities that's going to be there.
Sean Astin, who was, of course, Goonies, Lord of the Rings, and, recently Stranger Things. Kel Mitchell, who grew up in the 90s, you know exactly who Kel Mitchell is, from all that and Nickelodeon all over the place. Kevin Sorbo, Hercules. Jason David Frank, probably the most well-known Power Ranger. We also have Kevin Conroy, who is the voice of Batman, which I still don't understand why they didn't use his voice in the movies because it would have been awesome. But Ric Flair.
Ric Flair, oh my God.
They'll both be there. Let's see who else. It's a crazy list. Michael Biehn, if you're Tombstone or Aliens or Terminator guy, you know who Michael Biehn is.
Oh, yeah.
And we also have Joonas Suotamo, who took over the reins of Chewbacca in the latest Star Wars movies. So, just naming those guests, you can kind of see the range of fandoms, and age groups too, because that runs the decades of, from the 80s all the way to now. We've got something from that. And then, of course, we got comic book artists, the guys that we're bringing have worked on Punisher and Deadpool and Spider-Man and Sonic the Hedgehog and, you know, the Incredible Hulk, Batgirl. It's, you know, the artists that have, you know, I think Mark McKenna, who's coming, he's worked on, he has it in his bio. It's something ridiculous, the amount of comic books he's done. It's, you know, it's not 1,000, close to it.
Man, how do they even have time to draw that much? It takes me that long to draw stick figures.
Yeah, he's an awesome guy. And then, you know, we've got cosplayers, which, you know, our group of cosplayers are really cool because, you know, they make their costumes and they, you know, they do panels about how to make the things that they're wearing. So if there's a kid out there that is kind of, you know, wanting to get into cosplay and not really sure how to do it, we have a panel on that.
Wow.
Yeah. So, you know, they'll tell you how to make stuff out of, you know, it's really neat to sit and listen to how they, you know, the thought process behind what they make. It's like listening to an architect talk about how they're going to build a building. It's really neat. And then, you know, we have voice actors from anime, and we have voice actors from, you know, cartoons. Like I said, Kevin Conroy's going to be there, who is Batman to me. You know, that's the guy, when I think of Batman, he's the voice. You know, we also have Diane Pershing, who played Poison Ivy in the same Batman the Animated Series. We have local Arkansas, I don't know how you say, is it Arkansonian? Somebody from Arkansas.
It's pretty close.
Tamara Glenn, who was in the Halloween movie, she'll be there, and she loves Arkansas. Whenever we talk about, you know, to her, she loves where she lives. And, you know, she's Little Rock now. So, and Keone Young, if you are a G.I. Joe guy, he was Storm Shadow.
Oh, wow.
And he's also Mr. Wu from Deadwood. So just him alone runs the gamut of, you know, fans, you know, an 80s cartoon icon, but he's also in Deadwood, which just, you know, had the movie come out on HBO.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of people.
Now, who do you want? Who's the person that you're going to be wowed by? I mean, the person you really want to see. I know Jeff wants to see Rudy. You know.
Oh yeah.
And who's the person that you really want to see out there?
I want to meet Ke-Huy Quan, who was Data in the Goonies, because, you know, I was that kid that when I was younger, I liked to make stuff, and watching the Goonies for me was like seeing myself on screen because of all the gadgets that, you know, I would come up with just some weird stuff that I have no idea where it came from. I actually considered going to architectural school when I was a kid because I liked making stuff. But I'm really excited to meet him because I've never met him before. A lot of the people coming to our show I've met before at either our shows or at other events, but I've never had the chance to meet him, and I'm super excited. Because, you know, also, he's Short Round. So, you know, two of my favorite movies as a kid, I get to meet someone from that. And, you know, I understand how it feels to meet people just like the people, you know, the attendees coming to our shows. Because, you know, at the end of the day, I'm a fan. My entire office is covered in comic books and, you know, movies and, you know, toys. I'm sitting in my office right now and I'm looking around. I have Power Rangers helmets.
Are you wearing a Power Ranger helmet right now?
WCW championship belt sitting over on the other side of my desk. There's a Pee Wee Herman doll. I mean, I've got, you know, at the end of the day, this is the dream job for me, that I get to put on events that, you know, people get to attend and have hopefully as much fun as I have putting them on.
Wow, I know I'm looking forward to it. Now, again, give the listeners that website one more time.
It's Arkansas Comic Con. It's 2 words, or well, not 2 words, but it's COMICCON.com, and that's the website that you can find our panel schedule. You can find the list of guests and any of the pricing information that we have. That's where you can find links to do the photo ops. We do pro photo ops at this show, and that's also where you'll find, any information that you need to about the show itself, times and where to get tickets and the cost, and everything is there. Like you said, you can buy tickets now early, and you will save a little bit of money. From right now until the Friday at midnight before the event, you can buy the tickets online. They're $25 a day or $40 for the weekend, and then the price goes up to $30 a day and $50 for the weekend if you wait and buy them the day of. And then we have military pricing too.
Wow, that's
military
good.
tickets early. It's $20 for a weekend pass or $25 for the day of. Basically, what we do with the military is kind of like a buy one day get one free.
That's great.
Yeah, I was in the military, so I try to give back a little bit.
And see, I was in for 26 years, so yeah, I love that.
Yeah, and then also one of the things that kind of gets overlooked on the website is any children 10 and under are free.
Oh, wow.
With a paid admission for the parents or the adult, and it's two kids per paid adult. So if you've got a family of 4 and you're 2 parents, 2 kids, you're only paying for the 2 parents if the kids are 10 and under. So we're trying to do the best we can to make it affordable for everyone. Because like I said, I want families to come. I love seeing families all come together because there's not a lot of things. As my children get older, there's less and less things they want to do with me. They kind of want to do their own thing.
That's because you're wearing that Power Ranger helmet. Go ahead there, Greg.
Oh, I was just saying, if I can do anything to kind of help families do stuff together, I'm going to try. Because I know the older my kids get, they kind of want to just hang out with their friends and, do their own thing. So the more I can do with them and the more I can do to help other families, do stuff together, it's fun for me to see.
Well, outstanding. Well, Greg, we're going to let you go because we know you're really busy. You got to try on that Ric Flair belt and the Power Rangers helmet and all that. And but boy, I tell you, we're really looking forward to this. I mean, and this is one of the things that doesn't come to Arkansas that often. So we're outstanding, I tell you. And we really appreciate you coming on, Greg. We'll get this on all the social websites and everything like that, so we can get to spread the word about a great event that's coming up.
All right, thank you guys for contacting me.
Oh, no problem. Thank you, Greg. We look forward to seeing you out there.
All right, thanks. Goodbye.
Okay, take care, Greg.
Yep.
And there we go, Mr. Greg Hanks. What an outstanding guy that was. I tell you, he seems pretty excited about it. He's got Power Ranger helmets and WWE belts and stuff like that. I mean, wow. It brings back memories. I'm not sure if me and Jeff are going to get dressed up to go out there, but be sure to stay tuned. We'll put some more information out there. But this is the Comic-Con that's coming down to Little Rock, 7th and 8th of September. And so be sure you're there. And me and Jeff will be out there. You might not recognize us because we'll have helmets and crap on. But anyway, this is www.arkansasshowcaseradio.org show. Be sure to check us out and share and subscribe to the website. And we'll see you at Comic-Con in Little Rock. Man, this is going to be outstanding. Okay, take care, stay tuned, and we'll see you at Comic-Con. Bye-bye.